Kevin Smith now in his ninth season as the head coach at Perry. The Panthers have had quite a run. They have won 4 region titles the last 5 years. Of course, a state championship in there as well. Last year, 8-4, 4-1 in that crazy tough region. You had a playoff win against St. Pius, lost to Eastside. What do you think about last year?
I think last year we sort of underachieved. I think well, we did a great job in winning the region. We played in a really tough region, but getting to the second round, we had a standard of getting back to the finals. But we didn't play good one night, and the standard is to win a state championship every year. And if we don't, we sort of feel like we underachieve.
Part of having a program that can have sustained success is to be able to replace good players. And coach, you're going to be tested this year with that. Cullen McDaniel, the quarterback, gone. Ahmad Gordon, a great running back down at Valdosta State. He had right at 1,200 rushing yards last year. Corey Pettigrew, Keel Sparks. I mean, really good players. So you've got to turn to some other guys, Reed Ginn, also to Corey and Daniel. Some guys are going to have to step up and be the dudes for you right off the bat, aren't they?
Yeah, we're real excited about that. We've got a lot of guys that's waited their turn. It's not necessarily reload or rebuild. It's next guy up. And we've had a great spring and a great summer so far. And DeCorian Daniels and Reed Ginn has really stepped up. Marty Cobb is another name. He played a little quarterback last year, and he's going to play a little quarterback this year, but he's going to play some receiver. And then we have our a couple of receivers, young receivers, Jamarian Brown and Quay Green, that I think is going to really step up and have big years for us on offense.
You got one offensive lineman back, though, who started last year. You got other good candidates to step up?
Yeah, Josh Latson's our lone starter. He'll be a junior, and that's a good thing. He's got a big, strong guy. But Caden Kitchens and Harrison Cooper and Jenkins, Connor Jenkins, and Kane Kane Kimbrough are some names to throw out there. Johnny Clark's another one. A lot of those guys played in backup roles last year, and they've been working this hard this offseason, and we think that between those guys that we are able to put together a pretty good offensive line.
First game coming up on the 15th versus Baldwin. Should be a great season. We'll talk a bit about that defense and that tough, crazy region that Perry's in with our next report. Kevin Smith back for his ninth season as the head coach of the Perry Panthers, who have become one of the top programs here in Middle Georgia. All right, Coach, let's talk about your defense a little bit. Only 4 back on defense, and you lost Jordan Donald, who's a big player for you now at Western Kentucky. You believe the kind of the middle of your defense, kind of in the middle there with I think Noah Clark's a big player for you, but you feel good even with only 4 starters back that you have some talent there in the middle, don't you?
Yes, sir. We had some, Noah Clark and Jaden Coleman and John Tavis Carwell, our free safety were starters last year, and they're sort of going to be the anchor of our defense. And Quentin Crane will be another guy that played a lot last year that'll come in and give us that'll start this year. He did an outstanding job. And then up front on defense, we've got Kyle Brown, who was a backup last year, and Terrius Sims are guys that played a lot last year in backup roles. It's now that's their turn. And we build our defense from the inside out, and we feel real good about where we are on defense, and hopefully we can grow up in a hurry. We can season in a hurry.
Some people may look at your schedule and say, "Oh, we need to check on Coach Smith. He may be nuts." You guys start off with Baldwin, which we know that's just a historically great matchup, right? When y'all are in the same region. Then at Peach County, then at Houston County. But look, I think you've got to do that, Coach. And I know people probably think I'm a broken record for talking about all of our teams that are in these crazy regions. But in Region 1 in Quad A, Benedictine, how many state championships have they won over the last decade? New Hampstead, Ware County. I'm from Waycross. I know about those nuts. Warner Robins. Oh, well, they're historically pretty good. And Wayne County. Yeah, I know about them too, Coach.
Yeah.
That's tough. You got to have that good non-region schedule to get ready for what you're going to face in the region, don't you?
Yes, sir. And that's one of the ways we build one of the ways why we build our schedule the way it is to prepare us for that tough region. You know, there's a lot of good football here in middle of Georgia, Peach County, Houston County, Warner Robins. Veterans is back up on the rise with Coach DeVorsney over there, and it gets us, and we don't have to go that far, and it's good, clean rivals that is fun for the kids that week. We generate a lot of revenue, and it's big to our communities, and we feel like we have to, and it's paid off for us in the past. We'd like to win them all, but sometimes we come up a little bit short, but we learn from each one of them, and I think it's made us a better team.
Well, it's made you a great program, and it provides us some great football on Friday nights, that's for sure. Coach, thank you so much for your time. As always, we appreciate it. Have a great season. Good luck to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Bill.